Oh, you all here? What I'm gonna tell you? Hey guys! There are lots of stories from uni and the dorm, so make yourself comfortable and watch. There are gonna be several episodes. First of all, why did I live in a dorm if my university was in my hometown? No one kicked me out of the house and I could go to university living with my parents. There was one thing though. I lived on the outskirts of the town and it took me almost 2 hours to get to the uni by changing the bus. But I used to get terribly sick on the bus. And for some reason I got sick while standing up only. Sitting down was okay. But standing, sitting, standing, sitting, standing. And since most of the time it was almost impossible to squeeze onto a bus or even sit down, grannies with market bags, or pregnant women, all. There was a decision to move into a dorm. I also had classes at uni from 9 a.m. to 6 p.m. Now you're probably thinking, she gotta be kidding. Nope, I'm telling you, 6 courses a day. And later, before graduation, we had to wake up for an early class at 7:30, can you imagine? Bloody monsters. But in this case, all the group either skipped an early class or went along with knocking the last one off. Good thing our teachers were understanding. So, who's absent today? All present. Everybody is ready for the test. Imagine if I had to take a bus after 6 courses home. Awful. One more bold plus was the fact that my sister lived in the dorm. She studied at another faculty 3 years ahead of me. We happened to live in different rooms, but I would visit her quite often and she was constantly feeding me. So that was like a lifesaver for me, especially after the 6th class, because I had no energy left to cook myself. So if not her, I would have eaten probably only sandwiches, and no one knows what my stomach would be like now. Blech. So thank you, sis. Also, I shared a room with 2 girls, Christine and Julia, from the Faculty of Philology, the Foreign Languages Department. And since, this is a dorm, babe, we had to get along somehow. Besides, the girls were completely different. Christine? Chris would always disappear somewhere, looking for some happen. That's why we didn't see much of each other. When I came home after 6 p.m., she was just running off to a party. But Julia was a typical study buddy. She was always learning something. I could wake up at 3 a.m. for a drink of water and she'd... Ja, das ist fantastisch. Ja, das ist wunderbar. One small correction. She certainly taught something more complicated than das ist fantastisch. But that's all I remember in Deutsch. So, sorry. And in the evenings, not to go completely crazy, I put on my earphones and... oots. Or was just sleeping. Later on, I got some money on my birthday. And I bought myself a small TV. At that time, there was no quality mobile internet. So I was killing time not on YouTube or TikTok, but watching soap operas. Sweetheart, we need to have a serious talk. Yes, I'm listening to you carefully, darling. I fell down the stairs. Sometimes it was like this. Psst. You have a TV? We get a DVD on the movie, and room 8 is already popping popcorn. Meet me in 5 minutes. But hush! To be continued.